Right. Why more? Last stream I got 3 kills in total. Or in 2 matches, which I think is pretty nice. Ah. I got 3 kills last in 2 matches, which is an improvement, I would say. I'm just gonna keep talking English so everyone understands. Yeah, let's see if I just follow the fucker wolf. I can try to assist him. Yeah, he's alone over there. Sure. Oh, damn clouds. I don't know. Yeah. I guess that was a bit funny. So the Spitfire, I guess, is quite agile. And he seems to be pretty fast. What? Oh, he was killed by... Oh, sure. Catch you later. XP 50, isn't that 4.3 or something? So this will be a match I don't get any kills. Okay, I'm gonna turn off night fighting for airplanes. The hell? What? Can't hit anything.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Wow, I got one machine gun kill. Well, I was not the last player on the team, so... That's in night fighting. Where was that option again? What, so that map doesn't count as a night map? Well, that was a waste. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna try playing a little more aggressive. Hmm. 4,000 RP just for one assist. That's pretty sweet.
You? Wilhelm, help me.
I am.
Appreciate it.
Uh, 29 damage.
Okay.
And I take my crossbow out. And I'm going to fire it at the same creature. Getting a 21 to hit. Or
How much damage was the first attack?
29.
29? Okay.
8 more damage.
You shoot it down.
So as it charges at Wrath, I plunge my blade through its throat and then shoot it in the head.
It's
Just as
small.
it's like right in front of you. It's just
And I'm
it
trying so hard to keep this
brains.
demon under control as brains splatter in me.
Okay. The Countess. She starts her turn in the fog. She succeeds her saving throw. She walks out of the fog towards Wilhelm and Wrath,
Good.
standing just outside the edge of the fog. Hackles with laughter. As she's just standing on the and as she does this, she is going to attack. Yeah, she'll move in to. How do I do this? Okay. She will cast out of their delirium orb at Wilhelm. And she gets a 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Wilhelm, you take 20 necrotic damage.
Do I gain another level of contamination?
No, this is not the one that
Okay.
contaminates.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just the one that does damage.
Cool. Cool, 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 cool.
Okay.
There goes my health potion.
Okay.
I just healed that.
And as she casts the last spell, she becomes incapacitated and Conjure the Deep Haze ends. Because she can't concentrate on it anymore. And you see her body starting to shudder and convulse. Wrath, what are you gonna do? She just laughs and laughs maniacally. She doesn't fall prone. She's just incapacitated. She can still move. Attacks don't have an advantage against her. She's just incapacitated.
I reach into my bag
Mm-hmm.
and I produce the spell scroll of Purge Contamination.
Okay.
The one we purchased off of.
Unfortunately, it takes a minute to cast.
Uh-oh. Hold her down.
Yeah.
Hold her down. We might have... What about Aqua Expurgo?
Aqua Expurgo will prevent it.
I have the Bulgara
Mm-hmm.
jump off the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to grab the Countess,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to run for the well
Okay, he runs towards the well.
with the Countess.
Okay, so the Countess still gets to make.
Mhm.
She's
Yeah, hey, well, I wanna
incapacitated,
try to
but
pick
you
her
still
up,
wanna grab her.
And
Yeah.
then I want to try to have the Bulgara try
Yeah.
to carry her towards the well.
Okay, make an opposed strength. No.
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay,
He-
let's
he had
see
to
if we
mo-
can do
use
it.
his-
Yep.
He had to use his movement to get down there first. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna see if the so it's a 5.
Okay, I get a 19.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's trying to grab and
Tries
wrestle
to
with
grab her, but even though she's losing her mind, she still manages to wriggle out of his grasp.
I'm going to. Oh man.
What are you gonna do yourself? Technically, this thing has to go
Yeah,
after
yeah.
you, but
It'll go. So I. That was my only plan. I'm going to jam the rod. How's your healing? How's your health, Rudy? I jam the rod, the U-wand of healing into Wilhelm,
okay.
and I blow all of the charges. 6 of them. 6 of them.
All the cards will get destroyed. So Rudy, it is your turn.
27 healing.
Thank you.
And then the Bulgara comes down and tries to grab and wrestle.
Okay. I am going to.
We need to get her outside,
Uh,
or kill her, or something. I don't know if we can stop this, but if we can expose her to daylight.
I want to at least. I want to try to help. At least if we can't get her outside, then to hurt her a bit more. I'm gonna try to move towards like 30 feet. Try to get as close as I can. But because I can't get all the way, I'm going to use the magic of my moon axe to cast fairy fire on her.
Okay. She still gets a dexterity saving throw, which she gets a 22.
No, yeah, no. I tried.
You tried.
Sparkles fall over. Thanks,
Yeah.
Rudy.
Magic.
Good try. Good try, though.
No.
Magic.
Alrighty. That will end your hunter's mark, though, because it is a concentration effect.
Yeah.
Wilhelm, it's your turn.
I'm not going to be able to lift her up, so I'm just going to keep... I see what you're trying to do, and I approve, but I'm going to stab her in the back of the head with my sword.
Okay.
Getting a 23.
It's a hit.
This is-
25 more damage,
Okay.
and I'm going to shoot her with a crossbow. Getting a 15.
That misses.
I shoot, and luckily it misses the demon as well, and and then I'm going to back away.
Okay. Countess. A whole round. Way to do it. Alright. She convulses to the floor as she moves. Her body, the transformation takes 1 minute. And you can already see everything.
I
She's growing into a giant back.
should we shoot the red the red flare?
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Wrath, it is your turn.
Maybe you want to possibly flare.
You can see she is growing. She's going to grow into something truly large and monstrous. If you do not kill her in this round, she will transform.
I can see the need for speed.
She's not actually prone.
I'm just gonna step back and try to shoot everything I have at her.
Okay.
Bruce still there.
Yeah, Bruce is gonna help me. I get a 26 to hit for 8 damage. I get a 16 to hit
That hits.
for
The current form.
what was that? 8 more damage,
Okay.
and then I have the I'm saying it wrong I'm saying it every time.
Algra?
Big B. Big B
B,
is
okay.
gonna just start laying into her. Getting a 17
That hits.
for 12 damage.
Okay.
A like 23
She's like convulsing and horrifically mutating as you're blasting her with energy.
for 6 damage.
Okay.
And then he bites her for like a 24
Okay.
for like bites her head. 12 damage.
Okay. We're getting there. We're
Oh,
getting somewhere.
and just laying into her.
All right, Rudy.
All right. I'm gonna come up to her. Out of my way. And I'm going to try to cut her head off. Oh, let's see. Okay. 21 to hit.
It's a hit.
23 damage.
Okay.
Another. Yeah. Okay. 23 to hit. For another 23 damage.
Okay.
And I
Wellington, is that a bomber?
assuming. Yes, it has. I'm no
Yeah,
longer
but you gotta
shifted.
regain a. You gotta take a short rest to get your shift back.
Yeah. Then I am going to. Is there anything? Yeah, I'm gonna Misty Step.
Okay.
30 feet away.
Oh,
You appear next to me.
I'm gonna say, I couldn't cut her head off.
Hey, everyone, where did you guys go?
Okay.
Can I actually? I guess I can't hand you the flare gun.
I mean,
anymore.
don't. I'm going to try to kill her.
I have it in my
Yeah, that's fine.
in my pocket.
Okay. I've taken 128 points of damage.
As you pop up next to me, I'm like, what are you doing here? And I look at you, I'm like, rule number 100. When you are low on options, you do whatever it takes. And I run, and I jump off of this platform here, and I like go full, like, double-handed rapier down towards her.
no!
Is he
Are
gonna
you kidding me?
No. 26.
It hits. Oh.
Okay, come on, all high numbers. That's a cock die. That's 29 damage.
Should have been more patient.
Okay.
The cannon
So
rounds, I guess.
My rapier's now like sticking out of her, and again I take my crossbow and I put it like right in her screaming mouth, and I pull the trigger. I better hit.
I've taken 157 points of damage.
That's a cock die again. Okay, that's going to be 20.
It's a hit.
It's going to be 6 more points of damage.
I've taken 157 points of damage.
I shoot her in the mouth with my crossbow, thinking that
I-
would surely do it.
In the interest of not deceiving you, I would like to show you
no.
how many hit points.
No.
Her hit point maximum. She had 2 hit points left.
No!
I shoot her in the mouth, and she slumps
If I
over.
didn't-
How did you
if I
do that? Sorry, I did the math wrong.
I didn't do the math wrong.
Did I? No. Okay. Wait. What's happening?
Who did the math wrong?
I should have just attacked her.
Did you not?
No, with the Bulgara earlier. Well, we'll see what happens. Probably nothing.
Crossbow goes, and I stand over her dead body.
She collapses from the last crossbow bolt and you stand over her. She's still for a moment. And then she twitches. The mass of flesh expanding and reaching up into a monstrous creature. Lanky and skinless, with black feathered wings in the face with an elongated skull. It's like feathered bat-like wings and this skinless, muscled body with this face that is like a bat's skull, almost 20 feet tall and ripping with muscle. It is a creature of nightmare. It reminds you of the legends of true vampires, the Striga.
Rudy, fire the flare.
What have we done?
We have to kill her. Wrath, look at me. We have to kill her.
We need to
Kill her.
lure it outside.
Okay.
It screeches, a maddening screech, as it comes into this new and horrific form. There is a strange sense of lucidity and awareness behind the monstrous eyes, and it opens its mouth, revealing its sharp, blood-drinking fangs. Raph, it's your turn.
I jump and I run over. I jump off this sarcophagus. I run over to Wilhelm and I start to pull him backwards, and I'm gonna thunder step.
How far can we go?
90 feet behind us, using my last
Okay.
spell slot. And stealing. Oh, wait, she can. The nightmarish 20-foot tall creature is free to make a con save.
Yeah, what's the DC?
19.
Yeah, I have a +14.
Well, their team sure has someone that likes to kill friendlies.
17 half damage.
Okay.
And the Bulgara just starts to rip into it,
Okay.
into its leg, feverishly.
Bulgara doesn't want to deal with this, but it's under your control. Get it!
Did you respond? Poor guy.
He's doing great work.
Oh, just stuck.
A 26. Oh yeah, Bruce is gone.
Did he thought you because you thunderstepped?
Well, he was kind of away from it, but I don't know if he'll be able to get out of there. But Bruce knew. Bruce is with the Bulgara now. Does a 26 hit?
It does hit.
For 9
Just
damage. 9 damage.
Okay.
A crit.
Oh,
We need it.
Woo!
For 21 damage.
Ooh.
And a 23 to hit. And this is where it bite. It's like this giant. It's like gnawing on its leg. For 11 damage.
Okay.
So it's like and biting it.
Rudy, it's your turn.
Rudy the flare.
Okay, I am gonna run the flare over to you guys.
Oh shit.
Action to do the flare. And I run as far as I guess I dash. I'm gonna dash and then hand it over to Wilhelm. And I say red. Say red. And then I am going to stand. I'm gonna close. Oh, I can't do that. I'm gonna stand ready to
Okay.
guard you.
Wilhelm, it's your turn.
I put in the red flare, and I fire it straight up the well.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start running up the wall.
I look over and you're gone.
I fire the flare, and then just whoop, whoop, whoop,
No, shoot it when you're running up.
Okay,
like,
yeah. I run up the wall, I run into the well, and I'm running up the well firing the flare. Bonus action
Okay.
dash.
All right. The Striga. Well, the Striga's got some fresh prey.
Is it
No.
next to
Yeah,
it?
it's the demon.
Okay, good. That
Well, I got 2 kills, so.
Buying us time.
The demon take damage? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it's only
Okay.
it's at 32 health.
So the Striga has advantage on attack rolls against anything that doesn't have all of its hit points.
Yeah. Also, the Bulgara attacks. Big B attacks recklessly, so he's really opened himself up.
Would you say that Big B's good at using his hands?
No,
Oh.
most of his mouth. Big B's
So. So yeah, I get an 18 with the first attack.
I believe that is a solid hit.
Okay.
He's only got
so,
DC 15 or AC 15.
Okay. So let me just pull this up here.
Japanese airplanes have so little ammunition.
One of his damage immunities is the Striga, so that's actually pretty convenient.
Sure. So that's gonna be 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
He accepts it.
Next attack will be a 29.
Yeah.
For another 21 points of piercing damage.
It does disappears.
And the last
into-
attack will be a 23 for another 21 points of piercing damage with the bite.
So
Is he nothing?
Sorry, 30 points.
Is he meat?
so
Is he
he
just meat?
he just like
The Striga just grabs hold of it, lifts it up, is tearing it apart, just bites halfway through the demon. The demonic blood just leaks out everywhere, and it reeks back its the head and drinks the blood, just like gulping. And then throws the two halves of the corpse apart as it dissipates back into the ether. And then it lunges forward.
And it can't even fit through
And
the
it's
door.
trying to fit through the door.
oh my
Wrath, it's your turn.
Shoot it with your beams.
oh my goodness.
I don't even know that. I don't know. That was terrifying. It just ripped your demon in half, like and drank it. It was like one of those Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Like just like. What is it, Kool-Aid Jammer? Yeah. Oh man. He's just Kool-Aid Jammer the demon.
Bigby. Oh man. Oh no. I mean, at this point, I'm going to, helplessly shoot beams at it. Like, I know you're teasing me, but that's about all I can do. I get a 22 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
For 10 damage, and
Okay.
I push it back. Does it? How big is this thing? What is it
It's
considered?
like the upper bounds of a large-sized creature.
I don't think
It's
repelling
like a young dragon.
repelling blast doesn't seem to have a.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
So I launch it back 10 feet and I shoot again.
Okay.
Getting a 28 to hit
Okay.
for an 11 more damage, and I just keep and I'm screaming in some tongue that the demon sort of left imprinted on me. But it's a fear. There's a fear,
I yell, grab the chain.
and I grab the.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold on to the chain.
Okay.
Can I hold on to it with my interaction?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Rudy.
Does the chain pull both ways or no?
I mean, you could pull it down. Yeah.
And then, like, is there two chains or no?
No. It's
Okay.
just like a chain on a bucket.
Okay. I am going to cast enlarge reduce, enlarging myself to Big Rudy,
Big Rudy.
and I want to start climbing the chain. But let me know if I can or can't do this. But I want to grab Wrath along the way as I'm going.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
I let Rudy.
You just slump.
I go limp.
28.
Okay. You climb up the chain.
Because I want to get us up there, and I'm like, we gotta get her in the sunlight.
Okay. It's top of the round. Who would like to roll a d6 to see if Dawn is broken?
I want to. Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
know,
do.
you go it.
It's a 5.
There's the slightest hint of daybreak, but dawn has not broken yet. It's just cresting over the horizon. Wilhelm,
How close am I to the top of the well?
you're at the top of the well.
I leap out of the well.
There's a scene of carnage as werewolves and undead soldiers battle each other all around you in the courtyard.
And I look around at this, look back down the well, and I hear the screaming of the monster. Is there like a crank for the well?
Up at the top, you could definitely help pull.
I'm gonna help pull them out.
Okay. I will say that brings them all up the well then. Yep.
Oh,
The two of you can both roll me athletics checks, or yeah.
Ooh, I get a 19.
24.
It's hard to pull because Big Rudy is very heavy now.
Large.
I think I put my feet literally up
Yeah.
against the well, and I'm like full on like standing like sideways, pulling on the chain.
Okay. So I don't have the above ground really set up because I didn't anticipate this happening. I should have thought of this. Striga is going to barrel forward into the door and try to squeeze through. Bursting through the doorway, the first doorway easily, and getting up to the next one. So it's got one more round to break through that one because it's so big. What do you get? So we'll pull ourselves out of initiative for now, and basically, we're gonna see whether dawn breaks before this thing breaks out of the basement.
As we're looking out,
Mhm.
do we see Elias?
So
Drexel?
you're in the courtyard, and as you come up onto the courtyard, yeah, Drexel comes rushing out onto the ramparts, and he says, "You're alive! What's going on down there?"
The Countess has gone through an unfortunate transformation.
A transformation? What do you mean?
She is large.
She's a monster.
We need help.
she has lost herself.
She's a vampire. What do you mean, a transformation?
Delirium.
Elias Drexel briefly turns white.
Yes. We need all hands. As many as you can spare. She's coming.
She had a lot of soldiers here. There's a lot of creatures. These are more soldiers than we thought she had before. I don't know where she got them from.
She might have made them.
They may be
Might be the town. Maybe while we were gone, she's been...
feeding.
The town. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no! What do you mean? Oh no!
While we were in hiding, you were gone for days. She's the lord of... She is the recognized lord. What if she did something to the villagers?
Right now, we need to focus on killing her. Then we'll see what happens with the villagers.
All right. Is she down there?
Yeah,
It's down there.
yeah.
We must get away from this place.
We need sunlight. We're going to lure her out here, and then we need to hit her with everything we have until light breaks over the horizon.
Okay. Rickard is mopping things up. It's looking okay up here. It's looking fine.
If you can spare anybody.
All right. The Lord Commander, we need all lanterns to me! He calls out.
Take up positions on the around the edge of the castle, on the walls.
I don't have a minute, do I?
If you'd like to roll the dice and find out.
I am going to run up onto the walls, and I'm going to start trying to convert my crossbow into a ballista.
Okay. Rudy, what would you like to do?
I want to stand, I'd say about 50 feet away from the well if possible.
Okay.
Preparing myself with my axe with the intent to potentially collapse the well to make sure she can't get away again if the sun starts to come up.
Okay.
And I will assist Wilhelm in setting up his ballista. Because I know the time is short. So I, using a mixture of guidance and my extensive knowledge of crossbows and artillery, really digging deep here. I'm going to try to help Wilhelm.
Okay. You can all roll me a d6.
6.
4.
Okay. You set the crossbow up. And as you set the crossbow up, in the scene of the carnage, as the dawn begins to break in the east, you look out onto the horizon, which is out on over to the lake. Sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Or, wait, do I have that the right way around?
Sun rises in the east.
Yeah,
sets in
sun
the
rises
west,
in the east. Yeah. As you look out, there is the sun. Overall it's a cloudy day, but the sun. You see the sun coming up over the horizon, burning like a flame, and as it comes up, the orb of the sun is black, surrounded by a corona. And looking back towards the night, you see a burning rider crossing the bridge into the castle, cutting down the steel-fanged werewolves and the undead soldiers alike as he rides into the castle. There is a crack of lightning through the air. Something is wrong.
I mean, what's going on? Is
The
it
sun. It is
an eclipse? or
like
something?
yes. It must be this creature.
This isn't fair. A headless rider can't summon an eclipse. What magic is this?
I don't know. But if we kill it, it may stop it.
So now we just have this.
Focus.
Actually, you might know. Give me an Arcana check with your new arcane knowledge.
Ooh. 12.
Okay, you don't.
Hold on. I think I know what to do. Like I said before, we kill it.
Which, all of it?
Probably.
Okay.
It's with my limited understanding of what's happening. I believe that killing this creature seems to be drawing
No!
against, those
Well, I got him as well, so.
because as it lives in the dream world.
You're talking with such confidence.
As you
Don't know what's happening. Just mumbling my way through.
you look up to the windows of the castle, to the ramparts above, where Rickard Steelfang is slaughtering through soldiers, and where Elias Drexel is commanding the soldiers. And as the rider appears, there is a moment where Elias Drexel stops mid-sentence, and Rickard Steelfang stops as well, and transforms back into a man. And Rickard's up on the top of the castle, looking at his hands, like he doesn't understand what's going on. And Elias Drexel is holding onto his head, as if he is just struck by a sudden migraine.
Kill it.
It's going into the castle. We're out in the courtyard. I can't even. Has it gone like into the castle at this point?
It has gone into the castle.
Is it friend or foe? I don't know what's going on. It's killing both sides.
I have no idea what this thing is.
We met it in the dream world. We know.
It followed us in the dream world. Wrath, I turn the ballista over to you, and can I like run up the wall into the castle, like to where Elias is, or like because Elias was on like a rampart, right? Can I want to get into a position where I can see the headless horseman.
Yeah, you can run up the castle walls and into the window. Yeah.
And I want to look down at it, and I want to call out like, "Who are you?"
You look out, and and look through the windows into the great hall of Castle Hall, as the headless figure takes its burning blade and cuts down one of the werewolves and pushes away one of the undead guardians. And as it steps into through the front doors of Castle Hall, there's a brief moment where the flames of its body coalesce into your father's face. And that's where we'll run for the night.
Ah!
All right.
Your dad doing this?
What do you mean?
All right. All right. All right. No problem.
The Striga is coming.
Yeah.
The sun is not shining.
No.
And the headless.
The headless
Horseman.
horseman's my dad.
Problem.
But I wonder if it's.
It could be messing
We're in
with
a
you.
great position, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah. And you handed me your ballista.
You were standing next to me, and I needed to go. Check
I'm just
this
holding it. I'm like, you know when you're like,
You just-
not sure what I'm fumbling
You
like with the.
pointed and you pulled.
It's sort of like I'm.
It's on
I'm
a
losing
stand.
it.
It's foolproof. Like this thing is huge. You can fire. You got this.
Go to twist it and the weight just goes.
Yeah. Ah! As soon as you let go, I go.
You like shoot it into the air. You're like, oh, how do I load one of these?
Oh, there's my shot.
Oh,
Shot my shot.
what are we gonna do?
Die. Probably.
Oh man, that was amazing.
That was great.
Alrighty. Well, a big thank you as always to Jill, Kelly, and Joe for an amazing game tonight.
And a huge thank you to Kyle for all of the wonderful work he does behind the scenes,
Yay, Kyle.
keeping things
Thank
on
you.
track, dressing like a stud, and just being general. I don't know. I like your red hoodie. Is there a problem, Kyle? And a huge thank you to our dungeon master, Monty
Yeah,
Martin.
Monty.
Uh,
Oh my
The
god.
build up,
Epic battle.
the build up to this, and
2
you know,
damage.
I want to say that I'm happy that we got to see her transform. It's more epic this way. But also, me as a player, I'm not thrilled. But amazing work.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I mean, in my defense, you guys had 6 full rounds of like.
I tried my hardest.
We did. We
Some
did.
of us. No, I don't. We all did our best. I'm proud of us, guys.
Where is this? I mean, look at all these miniatures. In our game tonight, we use all these incredible assets from Dwarven Forge, and I hope you
I've
enjoyed
had
them.
this thing for a while. I don't know what it's supposed to be,
But it's awful.
It's awful and awesome.
And we get a chance to use them in the stream games, and you can use them too. Like a lot of the stuff we use is Dwarven Forge from Monty's collection, miniatures by WizKids and Hero Forge, music by Tabletop Audio, and artwork by Jeremy Cole. So thank you to all those amazing creators, and check them out and support them.
Of course, don't forget to look at the links below for our Teespring store where you can find all of your favorite Dungeon Dudes t-shirts, including the newest design, Shadows of Drakenheim, which now comes in not only a t-shirt, but also a sweater and a poster. Check it out at bit.ly/DungeonDudesMerch.
Our videos and live streams are made possible thanks to the incredible generosity of our Patreon supporters. If you enjoy our work, please consider becoming a patron of our show by following the links below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community that is exclusive for our patrons. So you can join us on our Discord and chat with us about all things Drakenheim, all things D&D, and really any nerdy topic that you feel like talking to us about. All of us are on there, and you can also get in touch with us and ask us direct questions. We have a channel now for Ask the Dudes, which has been a lot of fun. And yeah, we also have some great ways to communicate on the play testing that's been going on with our Drakenheim book that's coming early next year. So if you didn't get in on that, you still have a chance. It's available for pre-order at drakenheim.com. And you can again join us on the Discord to chat with us about all the stuff in the initial alpha playtest release.
No!
Kelly and I post new videos every Thursday.
I'm amazed I didn't hit tomorrow.
D&D, with bonus videos every other Tuesday, including advice for dungeon masters and guides for players.
And be sure to join us live next Tuesday when we record the campaign live on Twitch. You can check us out from
Yes, that's a bad thing not having a cannon on
_dudes. You can also watch
20mm does more damage.
YouTube and check us out as an audio-only podcast.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in the shadows of Brackenheim.
Du har vel hørt det? Det er markedsdager på Strømmen Storsenter. Denne uken er det gode tilbud og stort utvalg i butikkene. Vi holder åpent fra 10 til 21 mandag til fredag, og fra 10 til 19 på lørdagen. Velkommen til markedsdager på Norges største kjøpesenter, Strømmen Storsenter. Kun 18 minutter fra Oslo.
The sky, the kind of this midnight, like this crimson sky, is the rider, the Dullahan, upon a fiery steed charging across the bridge, slaying Steelfang and the Countess's undead minions alike. As the vengeful creature makes its way across the bridge, two of our heroes looked up to see what was going on. And looking into the keep, Wilhelm, you are with Elias Drexel as you look over the balcony inside the main hall of the keep. You see the battle unfolding between the Steelfangs and the Countess's minions. And as the Dullahan crosses the bridge and enters into the door, the front gates of the keep into the Great Hall, you see the ferocious form of Rickard Steelfang, this ravening, gigantic werewolf, a loup-garou, with an aftershock of almost burning energy. He transforms back into the form of a man, looking in shock at his hands. Looking beside you, Elias Drexel turns white like a ghost as the Dullahan, headless, strides into the front gates, upon which it takes on a fiery countenance for its head should be. A face you know well, Wilhelm. One of your late father, Manfred von Kessel. Meanwhile, out in the courtyard, Raph and Rudy stare down this ferocious Striga, the mutated
What the
form
hell?
of the Countess. It is a lanky, elongated creature with its skin stretched tight over its long limbs, rippling with muscle, and strange bat-like wings that unfurl from its back, and a skull like a bat's, a gigantic bat skull for a head. With its massive talons that you saw rip apart a demon, it is now broken out and is soaring through the sky, and although dawn has come, the sun has not risen with it. And thus, this vampiric creature still flies about, undisturbed by the light of the sun. The battle rages around you. What will you do? Do you want me to switch?
Rickard is no longer huge. He is but a man. And I suppose... Oh,
Oh yeah.
I've defeated him.
He transforms on the mounted and unmounted. He's riding in on the horse though.
yeah, so he's now in here.
Are those
So
guys
he
on the bridge
bursts
still
through. So
there?
this is your.
No.
So Wilhelm, this is your father riding a flaming horse, who just entered your
He-
castle.
He was always a very fiery man.
He had a he liked a lot of shine. came
We're
in.
not in initiative order at the moment.
I'll give you all a minute to get your bearings, but if you want to discuss a plan, you're going to have to all come to the... If you want to, you can stay in your current positions, or you can take the moment to all retreat to the same position if you want to discuss things. Because right now you're all kind of separated.
I think seeing my dad walk in to the castle, ride in to the castle with a firehead, I turn back out of the castle towards my two friends and I yell, You need to keep that thing busy. I have something to do here. I hope that's good enough for you. Keep that thing busy,
Busy.
pointing at the giant monster that just juice boxed a demon that you summoned, but moments ago. Keep it busy. I yell.
I'm gonna look at Rudy, and I give one of those like, "Are you for real?" Gesturing to Wilhelm, just a casual keep it busy, like it's like a child that you're watching over. Just this thing ripped my demon in half.
I'm going to try to get us sunlight.
Okay.
I'm still
Beside
big
you,
Rudy.
Elias Drexel is still in shock, just staring at the rider as it makes its way through the hallway. Even Rickard Steelfang seems stunned in the moment, even as his warriors in front of him in the midst of the Great Hall. One of Rickard Steelfang's warriors starts shaking him because all of them have been forced out of their werewolf forms. And as the battle and it looks like the battle is turning against the Steelfangs, with the chaos of this new interloper and the Countess's other minions still engaged in combat with them. Rudy, what are you gonna do?
So I'm in the courtyard. I've just been yelled at to keep it busy.
A direct order.
And am I down there with a few guys?
And then there's the stairs that lead up. So sorry.
All
I
right.
have to put those down there.
I think initially I was like, all right, well, I'll make sure it doesn't get down the well, but now I'm rethinking my strategy and I'm gonna run back up to Wrath
Okay.
to discuss a plan.
And Wilhelm, you're gonna keep your position?
I am.
Okay, then I'm gonna have all of you roll for initiative.
Yeah.
15.
Okay, 15 for Rudy.
14.
Okay, so actually pretty close to what we had before.
13 for me.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
No.
Dice are off to a bad start.
You got this, Rudy.
okay.
That's what I need tonight. Bad dice. Hey, thanks, dice.
Is there a
Roll above a 10, I dare you. Thank you.
using no?
They've been good this whole campaign,
Never mind.
except for last week. Apparently when it counts. Apparently they're scared. They're scared. Scared dice.
Okay. So, kicking things off, the Striga. Circling around above the tower, the Striga lets out a horrific screech. And the echo reverberates off the castle walls as it does so. Wilhelm, you are inside the castle, so I'm not going to have to roll the save, but Rudy and Wrath, you do have to make a wisdom saving throw.
We get advantage because of our hero's feast.
The Hero's Feast doesn't make you immune to fear, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it does! Does
Yeah.
it?
We
Yeah.
are immune to frightened.
Mean to frightened.
Okay, so you still do have to make the save, because you still might take some damage, but you will not be frightened if you fail.
25.
13.
Okay, Wrath, you do...
Oh shit, he's gonna get the shot in now.
You, Rudy, are going to take 10 points of psychic damage, but you are not frightened and don't have to run away screaming. Wrath, you don't take any psychic damage.
I
might do that
choose to
anyways.
keep the fear, though. I want to let the fear in.
Okay.
I'm truly terrified.
And with that, the Striga, seeing the two of you unperturbed by its screeches, it's going to fly down closer.
Oh.
The Dullahan up on upon its horse is going to lay his flaming sword into one of the warriors in front of him, cutting down the steel thing. Rudy, what are you
Is there any way into the castle from here?
Yes. So there's two entrances to the castle from here. First of all, there's a doorway here that leads into the tower, and then it doesn't line up. Like, I don't know the second level of it, but basically there's a it's a little offset, but basically where the wall connects to the main keep, there's a doorway that leads into the balcony level of the gallery.
I have a feeling my engine is gonna
In the Great Hall, those pillars
blow up any moment.
a mezzanine sort of level that goes around the entirety of the Great Hall.
Okay.
Right, and so in that level, that doorway would lead out.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's dead. Can't start it.
And I don't know if I know this, but do I know if she's a shape changer?
You know what? Give me an Arcana check.
What does your heart tell you, Ruby?
18.
Oh, okay. A vampire is a shape changer.
Okay.
But what has happened to her now? And what would be considered her true form, is a little hard to determine.
Okay. Wrath, I feel like we're gonna have to have it chasing us. And we're gonna have to do the best that we can to.
Excuse you?
How far away am I?
You're right. The Countess, whatever it has become, we have to give Wilhelm time to figure out the sun. We have to, once dawn breaks, this creature will be destroyed, but we are at its mercy.
But to answer your question, it definitely has the shape changer subtype, but this is probably its true form now.
Yay. Okay.
I am going to run towards the Great Hall. I guess as far as I can go on it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give up Big Rudy to cast Moonbeam on it.
Okay, cool.
So,
Calling on the power of your axe.
and I say,
Just gonna get something to drink.
shrinking down to my regular Rudy size.
Okay.
So intimidating.
When a
as
creature
usual.
enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, it starts there. It's engulfed in ghostly flames. But it says a shape changer makes its throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
Okay, so this is against the okay, so I do make my Constitution saving throw with disadvantage, and I still get a 22.
Oh yeah, no.
Friggin' thing.
But I
not
do
big.
take half damage on a successful save still. Yep.
Let's see. So 6 radiant damage.
Okay. The searing radiant light, the beam of energy catches the creature, and as the searing energy cuts into its undead form, you did notice that it had sustained some injuries from like just ripping its body out of this place, and you saw it regenerate. But this regeneration is strong.
Oh. From the damage that I'm doing.
Yes, the radiant light has shut off its regeneration.
Well, that's key.
Wrath, it ain't regenerating with radiant light.
This is good. This is good.
Anything else, Rudy? Okay, Wrath, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so seeing this newfound, can we call it a weakness? I run past Rudy. My full movement,
Okay.
a whopping 30 feet, and I'm going to activate my radiant consumption.
Okay.
So I burst through with bright light. Can I stay 10 feet away from Rudy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to stay away just because I don't want her to take damage. But I start, so I activate and my eyes start to glow, and within 10 feet there's light, but then bright light in 10 feet and sort of dim light for another 20. So I just start bursting with this sun radiance. And I prepare myself for what's coming. So that's my action, and I get closer to the door. And
Okay.
I get behind Rudy. Rudy, I saw what you've done.
And I'm like, why are you behind me? And I'm trying to push him ahead of me. The Rizzle scared of my life.
And I take 2 radiant damage.
Wilhelm, it is your turn.
It burns.
All right. So seeing my father come into the room, the courtyard, or not the courtyard,
The Great Hall.
the great hall of the castle. I'm going to yell his name. So I yell out, Manfred! And I want to use panache.
Okay.
So
Tell me where you're going with this.
I want to draw his attention to me, or his son. Draw it away from the battle so that he stops attacking everybody, and just we can talk it out, father to son, maybe.
Okay.
It will mean if I succeed on the panache, it will draw his attention to me, meaning that he has disadvantage on attacks against anybody other than me, and he can't make opportunity attacks. Basically giving the Steel Fangs and everybody else an opportunity to get out of his way. But I'm also going to, as I yell his name, I turn to Elias and I say, tell your men to back down. Don't attack him.
There's actually no hooded lanterns in this part of the battle. They're all on the battlefield currently, which is good for them.
Can I gracefully hop down? Like, is there
Sure.
enough?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Give me an acrobatics check.
Yay.
It is a drop, but like there's like a chandelier that you can grab onto and like cut it and swing down.
Yes, I do. I do an epic. I hop.
Casually.
I grab like the rope of the chandelier, cut it, swing across the room, getting.
I would say that that's a classic swashbuckler move, so you can absolutely use panache as part of the action
So,
to do that.
so here's I yell, Manfred, and I cut the rope. I get a 30.
Okay.
I swing down
So cool.
and I land. He just finished slaying a steel thing, and I land right in front of him with my blade drawn. And I say, "You need to stop attacking these people. We need to have a chat."
So I make an insight check.
Yes, against my persuasion.
Okay, so I only get a. I get a 13.
I get a 16.
Okay. Woo. So the
All panache.
the creature with like the form of this creature on the horse, the body has no head, but there is like this mane of fire about it that forms a glimmer of your father's face, and it lowers the fiery gaze with you, and it says, "Rule 39. Always finish what you start."
Using rules again.
I, still holding my blade out. Rule number 11. There are always alternatives to fighting.
All right.
Cool.
Give me a persuasion check.
Battle of words.
That's gonna be a 27.
Big roll for 20.
Yeah.
That's great.
Nice. He's back.
Yeah.
And there is a moment where the creature, the countenance, the flames flicker, and almost come to a simmer. But then it stops for a moment and continues with its blade and comes towards you. Might take a little bit more convincing than just one to get this, but you've reached it. Okay. The steel fangs. Looking about with shock. The steel fangs see that you've jumped down, and many of them are looking at Rickard, who is stunned. Several of them take up what weapons they have, and they turn to engage the Countess's other minions that are here, and the battle continues about.
All around
Meanwhile,
it.
outside, several of the hooded lanterns, seeing the creature coming towards them, shrieking. These hooded lanterns actually run over to Wilhelm's ballista,
Oh,
and
Yay!
they hit it, and they fire it at it.
Nice.
They're so brave.
So brave.
braver than us.
And
stupid.
they do manage to score a hit, piercing the creature. Wilhelm, do you want to roll me the ballista damage?
Yeah, that's D10. How many D10s?
3d10.
$16 on the dice. If there's
Okay.
anything to add to that.
Can I get the third kill?
Nice. Meanwhile,
Probably not, because I don't have more ammunition for the cannon.
several of the Countess's undead soldiers emerge from the tower over here, bursting through with bows of their own.
No!
And they will take some shots. Rudy,
7 point
5.
the ammunition from the machine gun is so weak.
hooded lanterns. No! And managed to shoot down one of the hooded lanterns.
Sten Jr.
He does
Yeah.
Okay. Reeling from the crossbow shot, The Striga charges the hooded lanterns,
I knew. This is why I didn't want to attack it.
swooping down.
Oh no, my crossbow.
And it makes its first attack against Wilhelm's crossbow.
Oh no.
Getting a 34 to hit.
It misses.
Sorry, a 33.
AC 35.
Smashing Wilhelm's crossbow, and just with a smash, it dismantles across the ground, brings another swipe up to another one of the hooded lanterns. Also getting another 33 to hit, splattering the man's body across the battlement, and then it reaches down to bite the other. This time only getting a 20 to hit, and just it comes down with its
Thank
maw
God.
and bites the top part of the hooded lantern's torso, and just the legs are just there bleeding.
Is he okay?
No, he's not. No, most of him is gone.
Ouch, my most of me.
And then it breathes out a cloud of blood-red mist from its bony nostrils and lowers its gaze towards Rooney in wrath.
You guys are doing great. You're doing great.
What?
I know better than anyone if you when to run and
Okay, the Dullahan. It lowers. The Dullahan steps off the horse. Here, you can actually pull the top part of it, and there's its legs. Kind of a fun
Cool.
Yeah. Steps off its horse. And the horse is still there, of course.
Oh.
Of course.
Of course, the horse. And taking its flaming sword, it steps around you, Wilhelm, with sort of the gait of a duelist, and points its blade at Rickard Steelfang and says, "Rule number 88. Only show mercy to those who earn it." And I don't get to like roll to break out of the panache or anything like that. I just have disadvantage on attack rolls other than you.
And you can't make opportunity attacks for
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay. So I can still attack.
Yeah, you can attack me, or you can attack somebody else with disadvantage.
Whatever this creature is, it recognizes you, and it is going to bring its flaming blade down upon Rickard Steelfang. Does have disadvantage. Oh. And making its 2 attacks, though, it brings the first blade, and it brings it right up to Rickard Steelfang's neck, and stops, and then brings it back around, stops. Like it's
Yeah, I'm not used to playing this plane. Flying, I mean.
Do I
But
get
I'm gonna try flying it like a German.
Rudy, what are you gonna do?
I am going to move
Except this engine
onto the.
runs much warmer.
So again, it has to make another disadvantage on that.
I get a 19.
Or something
Yeah.
like that.
With disadvantage, okay. We're just put
Sure.
that on it for
Yeah,
now.
that'll work.
There it is. That's on it. Okay.
So a big old 2 damage.
2 damage.
You're doing
Radiant.
it.
It doesn't get
Hey, you're stopping it from regenerating 20 hit points.
Yeah,
So
this is important.
slowly. We're doing it. And then I run through the door. I say, Wrath, come on. Goaded into coming here.
Now
but
I see two. Are they? Are there the undead right inside the door, too?
They're on the lower level.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You
Oh
guys are
yeah,
coming
because
in
we're
on
technically on the
Yeah.
top. Sorry.
the
Yeah.
level that me and
That's
Elias
good.
were
That's
on.
good. That's good.
Wrath, it's your turn.
I turn to the awful creature breathing blood mist at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And I launch an eldritch blast at it, in hopes to drive it back, getting a. Don't you look at me. Don't you laugh at me. I get a 14.
The Eldritch Blast deflects off of its as its strange form.
I fire another shot. I get a 18.
That also just as the Eldritch Blast come in, it brings its wings up and blocks the shots.
And I also run inside, even again letting the fear take over. And I can see that this creature is it's this abomination. Okay. Is it? From what I can determine, does it appear to be the Countess deformed, or is it a completely new?
Give me an Arcana check.
I want to sort of tell if this is some kind of like. I get a 10.
There is very little semblance of anything human-like to this creature.
Okay.
It is obviously, you can see it. You were there when she transformed. It is the product of delirium contamination. So, and from your prior experiences, whatever she is now, if she was an insane vampire before, she's not going to be any saner.
Good old knowledge. Well, thank you for that wonderful information, Bruce. And that's my turn.
Okay.
As I run inside the castle trying to escape this awful creature.
Do you close the door behind you?
Now that you've said that, yes.
Okay. There's one hooded lantern left out on who's gonna run up and pound on the door, and then take out a rope and leap off the battlements to try to escape.
Oh,
Which way?
no.
Down here?
Outside the courtyard, yeah.
Yep.
Wilhelm, it's your turn.
I step around. I do that. I step around to stand between my father and Rickard. So where his blade is standing, I kind of like duck under it and come to stand so that his blade is now at my throat. And I still have my blade out, but I put my hand out and I put it on
Ah,
his
damn
shoulder,
clouds!
and I say, "You say show mercy to those who earn it. These men are working hard to earn our mercy and our respect. These halls have seen enough bloodshed. You don't need to bring more here. Rule number 54, show forgiveness, especially at times when it is hardest to do so."
Okay. Give me another persuasion check.
I clap from the balcony.
I got a 15.
The creature howls at you and cries out, "Rule 66. Betrayal is an act of lesser men."
Yeah, I wrote that. I mean, he wrote that.
He wrote that and he gave it to you and you live by it.
Yeah.
The Steel Fangs. Rickard Steelfang snaps out of what's like as the blade comes up to his face, he shudders and stands. Ah! And he looks in front of him, seeing you, the Doulahan, and everything that's going on around him, and realizing that he has been forced out of his Lukeru form. And he says, No! What you thinking you're gonna do by talking to that thing? Kill it!
I turn and glare at Rickard with my one eye, and I say, "Stand down, Rickard. I'm handling this."
He looks around him. There's chaos all around us, boy. Come on!
Then deal with it.
No. Yeah, this plate is not like a German at all.
He takes up his
Almost. Well, I can maybe
and
some.
he says, "That thing's already trying to."
I guess it's kind of a Supermoon plane, but the engine is crap compared to the German.
If you take one swing at him, I can't be held responsible for what happens.
I've already given him 2 more swings than I would give any other man.
Stand down. And I'm gonna I just keep the one eye glared at him, sword still out to my father. But
The
trying.
lanterns. Elias Drexel sees the two of you rush into the mezzanine and says, "Where's the Countess?"
No, wrong airplane.
She'll be in just a moment.
She is transformed. She.
I know, I saw.
Then we must delay. We must let Wilhelm deal with Doulahan, or we have no chance. That creature will tear us apart in moments.
We're trying to draw her in and maybe let the castle get between, her and us, and buy us a bit more time for whatever's going on over there.
With that, Elias Drexel says, that thing, do you know who that is?
Do I know who it is?
He points. Roll a d6, if you can point again.
6.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
I look over and I say, "Yeah, I do. But that's not what you should be worried about right now. There's a giant, huge vampire thing out there that's gonna tear your head off a bit easier than he would."
It's here for me. We're all here. Me, Rickard, Wilhelm. It's just like that night. Putting us all together here. We're on it. It's here for its revenge.
Well, you best hope that he can talk it down and not let it cut your head off.
With that, Elias says, "What do you need me to do then?"
Barricade the door?
We do not fight this creature. We delay it. Move fast. Spread out. Draw its attention to different areas, but we cannot fight it. We must delay.
We can take cover in the cellar if we have to. He points to the stairs. But with Wilhelm in the middle there, as soon as it gets to the walls, I don't know what it's gonna do.
Then we have to hope that Wilhelm.
Elias, he, taking stock of the situation then, he is going to leap down and bar the front door.
This one here?
Yeah. So he leaps forward. So he's still on the mezzanine, and on the mezzanine level above the gate, there are the switches for the portcullis. So he just pulls the brakes off them, and the portcullis on the front gate slams down. Meanwhile, the battle rages on all around, And I think we got some casualties as a result. So, these guys. More. Yes.
More.
More.
No, now more. Unless it's the vampires.
Alrighty. So yeah, there's still a couple of the steel fangs and the undead that are fighting each other in the midst of this as the battle rages on. The Striga crashes into the side of the tower, sending the entire tower on that side shaking and shuddering with its strength. And you feel it punching at the door that is far too small for its form to get in, but it crashes and punches and bites at the door, sending it flying off of its hinges, and it lowers its face in through the doorway, reaching forward towards whoever it can see.
Rudy.
Good. Yeah.
Holy macaroni.
The Dullahan, Manfred, turns back to you, Wilhelm, and with fire in its eyes, says, "Rule number 76. Be loyal to your friends and dangerous to your enemies." And brings his blade once more toward. This time, though, seeing Elias Drexel, the Dullahan, points its blade, and a burst of flame fires from the blade towards Elias Drexel. Elias is hit once for 14 points of fire damage, and you just see him almost shudder as the flames shoot out at him as the portcullis lands with a slam. Rudy, it's your turn.
So because I can see it, I can move my moonbeam over to it?
Yeah. I'll say that you can absolutely move your moonbeam. Yeah, because there's also small like arrow slit windows along here that you could move.
Oh shit. Of course he hit me with the cannon.
Oh, I only get a 14. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form. I don't know if it has an original form. I'll leave that up to you.
Strictly speaking, this is a mutated creature,
Yeah.
and so it is still a shape changer, but this is its true form.
This is what it
now.
changed into.
Yeah.
Okay. So it takes 13 radiant. damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Still not regenerating.
And then I'm gonna run back to. I'm actually gonna move towards the front door and say, Wrath, I actually think that if it's gonna stay outside, if we can get on the bridge and maybe try to draw it around the building, we might be able to do some damage to it on its way. I don't know. What do you think?
It's the best chance we have.
All right. And I say, Elias, can you actually undo what you just did and let me out the front door?
Can we get outside without the front door?
If you can teleport, yes, but you would need to open the portcullis up to do that.
I realized after I was like, whoops.
Okay. Anything else, Rudy?
Nope.
All right. Wrath, over to you.
I'm going to try to take some pot shots at this creature running as I run towards the
Yeah, the angle of your shot is a little bit strange with the way the tower is. So how do you want to do that?
I want to do it as like I would absolutely take them wildly. Like I'm looking to just maybe hit it, but more focusing on keeping it distracted and trying to run away.
Okay. Where do you want to run to?
So I'm gonna run again towards Rudy. I'm sort of
Okay.
following Rudy
Okay.
on the path.
Alrighty. Make your shots.
So
I'm gonna give it cover. Go on
Perfect.
from that, yeah.
and I 17
Yeah, you hit the wall.
and a 27.
That is a good shot, though.
Woo! And it's gonna take 12 force damage, and I'm gonna
Okay.
use my radiant consumption to take an extra 9 radiant damage. It takes an extra 9 radiant damage.
Okay. It says that it may be vulnerable to radiant damage, taking double damage. From
I'm starting to get we're starting to get that vibe. So shooting it wildly, I see one of as I infuse the second beam
nice.
with radiant light, and then I run away.
Okay.
Staying 10 feet away from Rudy and taking another 2 radiant damage.
Wilhelm, it's your turn.
As he turns and points the blade and fires at Elias, I take my rapier and I slam it against his blade. And I'm going to throw out a couple here. First, as I slam it against his blade, I say, rule number 86, sometimes an enemy may be an ally when a greater threat exists. And I point to the creature trying to burst in through the gate. And I'm like, your son has recruited these people to make amends for their mistakes and serve under the Von Kessel name to help us defeat an ultimate evil. And I put my rapier then back in my sheath, and I grab him with both hands on each shoulder, and I say, rule number 58, the greatest evil you'll ever face is yourself.
Another persuasion check.
21.
He hit him at least. Well,
the flames flicker and pop and spark on its form, and he shakes. There's a look of anguish on his face as he says, "Rule 51, do not take over things beyond your comprehension." There's a look of anguished confusion upon the apparition's face.
I could keep going, but I feel like it's...
The steel fangs continue to fight, and Rickard says, "Well, as long as he's not shooting at me, good job." And he turns. "Caught between a rock and a hard place by the looks of it. No matter." And Rickard Steelfang says, as he says, "Thanks for giving me the breathing room." And he collapses to his knees as he transforms once again into a monstrous loot guru. And as he does so, says, "She can't kill me."
really? Can't shoot anymore?
And he leaps up onto the upper floor towards the countess.
Oh.
Oh!
Elias Drexel is going to open the doors again.
Yay, thank you.
Sorry about the confusion back there.
Okay. The Striga, trying to force its way through the door, instead opens its yawning mouth as a haze of roiling blood mist blows through the great hall in a torrent of small bloody droplets that leach into...
I think I'm gonna turn the tracers on again.
It is a cone attack, and because of its gaseous nature, it fills the hall.
Ah.
You can all make dexterity saving throws, including Rickard and Elias and the Dupont. Oh, well, they're all
I got a 20.
20.
I got a 14, but if that's a fail, can I use?
Oh, I would think I went
Yes, you may.
a little too fast.
I have Indomitable.
Oopsie.
You have evasion.
No, worse. So failed.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, this is way too far from the base.
Only take half damage anyway.
Blood attack.
blood attack.
Oh no. So this like awful, I just imagine it being like, yeah, like this awful mist that like it's like wet.
So it's 30 necrotic damage, or half as much on a successful save.
Go, 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 go,
I'm in the
go.
middle of talking with my dad, and then suddenly blood just fills the hall. Blood
Mhm.
mist.
Wow.
Not good.
Alrighty. And those of you who failed your saves, you are poisoned.
We're immune poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Hero feast.
We're heroes.
Yeah.
Really, surely come in handy.
Yeah.
Guys, you
yeah.
both do radiant damage. We had a hero's
The
feast.
Strigethel does start its turn in the moonbeam, so I do have to make a save, which I fail again.
Yeah.
17 damage.
Oh, okay. It's gonna turn into 34.
That's amazing.
You're doing it.
It howls as the searing light cuts into it. Great. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's right. Doulahan. Okay. In its anguished fury, it rages about, and it and as it does so, what are we gonna do? Do something cool.
Oh wait, I
Um,
guess I have to do concentration. Eh?
Cool. And it leaps into the air, towards Elias Drexel on the balcony, carried by wings of flame. And it, as it does so, it cries out, it says, "Rule number 73. If you believe strongly in something, stand up and fight for it." And it races towards Drexel, and takes its blade in two hands, to attack, still with disadvantage. And the blade crashes into the wall and narrowly missing Elias Drexel as he looks, just as he finishes opening the portcullis, and he still manages to hold on and lock it back into place. Rudy, it's your turn.
I just want to say I did roll a concentration check
Okay.
for 26.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm
Yeah,
good. Okay.
Yeah, you're totally fine. Yeah, the DC there would have been 15.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Thank you for
I was
rolling.
like, just in case.
Yeah.
But I don't have to move the moonbeam, so I can do other magic. I think we're good where we're at. We don't have to use the bridge yet, so I'm just gonna. Is there any way I can move over and take some firebolt
I think
shots?
this is my last match for the night.
Kind of floating in the air there, but
So I have to prepare for work tomorrow.
Goes on all sides. So yeah, you can stand there. The walkway continues over there, so you could.
okay.
Yeah.
So I just kind of continue around, and
Oh crap, I forgot. No, I can do it here.
oh, 24 to hit.
That is a hit.
Nice.
10 damage.
Okay.
And do I see any other vampires?
There are other undead fighting in the ground level, but they're tied up by the other steel beams, for the most part.
I don't think I'm winning access to Crook, so I will maintain as is. Yeah.
Wrath.
I continue my run over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to look over at Ulahan. And have I figured it out too?
Roll it. Make an insight check. Sure.
Am I? Who's this? I get a 19.
Yeah. It's pretty clear. He's reciting Wilhelm's rules. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I look at Julahan, and I point my ring at him, and I say, listen to your son. And I cast Suggestion.
Interesting choice. Okay.
DC 19, Wisdom save.
Does this count as an ally engaging it?
I'm just casting Suggestion. I'm making a provocative.
So, unfortunately, creatures that can't be charmed are immune to suggestion.
Probably can't be charmed. It lights up and then it disappears.
Yeah.
And I go, "It's 'cause
The
Bruce isn't here."
magic, your magic cannot bind this creature's will.
And I I figured out he's your dad. And and I
Sorry.
take 2 radiant damage.
Okay.
Good turn. Good turn.
Okay,
No problem.
okay,
Your
cool,
turn.
cool, cool.
With my boots of spider climbing, I jump onto one of these pillars, climb up, and I'm gonna race over. And again, I position myself between. There's not really room for me here,
Out of
but
my way.
I position myself between him and Elias.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
Careful, he can't be charmed.
thank you. Again, I don't take my sword out. I just have it, and I put up my hands. And I start by jumping into the way and saying, rule number 35, you always have a choice. Father, I'm trying to do what's right here. I'm trying to do what's right, make amends, stop the bloodbath. Rule number 82, be a man your father would be proud of.
Ooh, make a persuasion check.
'21.
He says, the flames begin to flicker. My son, Rule 74. Sometimes the only way to learn is by experience. And he looks at Elias Drexel and holds his blade at his side, as if the grip of vengeance is waning. Steel Fangs. Richard Steelfang himself is actually a little too big to get through the door, and rushes forward towards the horrific creature, and makes a couple attacks of his own, reaching in with his claws and his own bite against the horrific monstrosity, managing to land a bite against its skull, and inflicting at least. Unfortunately for Rickard, this thing is immune to necrotic damage. So, Rickard only does 13 points of damage to it. But every little bit helps.
You should have cast Moonbeam. He should have.
And he just nips, seeing the energy of the moonbeam, because he would actually be affected by it. Elias Drexel looks to you, Wilhelm, and says,
Oh no, I was stupid.
"You're calming him down.
Oh shit. Well, his match was I did not engage in a smart position, I guess, so
He's here for you, he's here for Rickard. We've brought everybody here. But there's no more bloodshed. We just need to get rid of the Countess, reclaim our home, and you'll have done your service to the Von Kessels.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I hope so too.
Back up to the Striga. The Striga is in the Moonbeam. That disadvantage actually played out again for you.
5.
Okay.
Yeah! You've literally done the
Striga's had enough
most
of this.
damage.
So the Striga is going to fly out of the Moonbeam and use its wonderful, wonderful 80-foot flying speed to... So 80 feet. So
yeah, I got some points at least this match.
40. It flies back around and then will dash
My engine is gonna crash anytime soon.
front gate.
Close.
Because you left them open.
Oh, they're super open.
Yeah.
My bad. I was gonna try to get it to come through this way, but
The horse.
Yeah, and it plows through the nightmare horse. The horse is still alive though, because it doesn't get to attack. It had to dash to get all that distance. Right.
Oh my god.
Well,
The shuddering as it crashes through the front hallway.
that's it for today, so see you guys tomorrow. And have a good night. At least I managed to unlock one more plane today, so I'll have the key 84 A. Then I can start grinding these jets. So yeah, I will hopefully get all of them before they are removed. Yeah, good night.